A hotel room in Dubrovnik this summer will cost you anywhere between $200 and $400 a night. 40 minutes away, in a city with a bridge so beautiful it was rebuilt stone by stone after a war, you're paying $60. Same coastline, same summer sun, completely different bill. This is Mostar, Bosnia and Herzegovina. And by the end of this video, you're going to wonder why you ever considered Dubrovnik in the first place. Let's be honest about what Dubrovnik actually is in 2026. It's one of the most photographed cities in Europe. It's genuinely stunning, and it's completely overwhelmed by the success of its own reputation. On a peak summer day, 4 cruise ships can dock simultaneously, dumping tens of thousands of visitors into an old town you can walk across in 50 minutes. The city introduced cruise passenger caps because the crowding was physically damaging the ancient stone streets underneath everyone's feet. Walking the Straton at midday isn't sightseeing, it's queuing with better architecture around you. And you're paying $200 a night for the privilege of doing that. Now look at this. Mostar sits in the Neretva River Valley in southern Bosnia, surrounded by mountains, with a 16th century Ottoman bridge at its heart that has become one of the most iconic images in all of Europe. The Stari most, which literally translates to Old Bridge, was built in 1566, destroyed during the Bosnian War in 1993, and rebuilt stone by craftsmen using the exact same techniques as the original because the world simply refused to let it disappear. Standing on that bridge and looking down at the turquoise river below, with the old town's minarets and terracotta rooftops rising on both sides, is one of those genuinely rare travel moments that feels completely unscripted and completely real. And unlike Dubrovnik, you're sharing it with a fraction of the crowd. But none of that matters if getting there and staying there still costs a fortune. So let's talk numbers, because this is where Mostar genuinely changes the conversation. Hotel in Dubrovnik, $200 to $400 per night. Hotel in Mostar, $50 to $80 per night. That's a saving of at least $120 every single night before you've spent a single dollar on food or activities. Dinner for 2 in Dubrovnik's Old Town, 60 to 80 euros with drinks. Dinner for 2 in Mostar's Old Bazaar, 15 to 20 euros. Same warm evening, same outdoor table, same Adriatic region, less than a quarter of the price. Dubrovnik City Walls entrance, 35 euros per person. Stari most bridge and Old Town in Mostar, completely free to walk. The single paid attraction most visitors do is the Kravis Waterfalls day trip, about 20 euros including transport. A 3-night stay in Mostar covering hotel, all meals, activities, and local transport comes in at roughly $250 to $300 total. That's less than a single night's accommodation in Dubrovnik. Now I know some of you are watching this thinking, I still want to see Dubrovnik, I've always wanted to go. How do I do it without destroying my budget? Fair. Here's 60 seconds on exactly that. First, stay outside the old town. Accommodation in Lapad or Babin Kuk, just a short bus ride from the center, runs 40 to 70 euros a night rather than 200. You get the same city, the same beaches, a fraction of the cost. Second, visit the city walls at opening time, 7 in the morning. The crowds don't arrive until 9, the light is better for photos, and the experience is completely different from the midday shuffle. Third, eat away from the Straton. 2 streets back from the main drag, restaurant prices drop by 30 to 40% for identical food. Do Dubrovnik right, and it doesn't have to cost $400 a day. But Mostar still wins on value by every single measure. So you've booked Mostar, here's exactly how to spend your time there. Start at Stari most at sunrise. The bridge empties completely in the early morning, and the light on the river at that hour is genuinely one of the most beautiful things you'll see anywhere in the Balkans. This is your money shot, and it costs nothing. From the bridge, walk into the Kujenjiluk, the old bazaar street running along the east bank of the river. Copper craftsmen, textile sellers, coffee shops serving Bosnian coffee in traditional dijezva pots, and local food stalls selling cevapi. a grilled minced meat dish served with fresh bread and onions that will cost you 3 to 4 euros and is one of the best things you'll eat on the entire trip. On your second day, take the Kravis Waterfalls day trip. About 30 kilometers outside Mostar, a series of cascading waterfalls drop into a natural turquoise pool where you can swim. The drive through the Herzegovinian countryside alone is worth the trip, and the falls themselves are the kind of place that looks too good to be real until you're actually standing in front of them. 20 euros for the whole excursion, including transport from Mostar. If you have a third day, make the short drive to Possidolj, a medieval fortified village perched on a hillside above the Neretva River that most Mostar visitors never hear about. It's a 30-minute drive, entry is a couple of euros, and the views from the fortress tower over the river valley will stop you completely. Getting from Dubrovnik to Mostar is straightforward and significantly cheaper than most people expect. Direct buses run daily, and the journey takes around 3 hours through some genuinely spectacular mountain scenery along the way. Cost around 15 euros each way. Alternatively, many tour operators in Dubrovnik run day trips to Mostar for around 50 to 60 euros including transport and a guide. Not the cheapest option, but convenient if you're short on time. Bosnia uses the convertible mark as its currency rather than the euro, but exchange is easy and widely available in Mostar itself. The current rate means your money goes even further than the already low listed prices suggest. Visa situation. Most Western passport holders and many African passport holders, including Kenyan citizens, can enter Bosnia visa-free for short stays. But always check your specific passport requirements before booking, since this can change. Best time to visit. May through June and September through October give you warm weather, manageable crowds, and the best light for photography. July and August are hot and increasingly busy as Mostar appears on more travel lists each year. Still worth going in peak summer, but the shoulder seasons are noticeably more pleasant. Here's the honest summary. Dubrovnik is beautiful, and it absolutely deserves its reputation. But it's a destination that's been priced and crowded beyond what most travelers can comfortably afford or enjoy in peak season. Mostar is 40 minutes away, costs a fraction of the price, feels completely authentic, and has one of the most genuinely moving stories of any city in Europe. A bridge destroyed and rebuilt because people couldn't accept its loss. That story alone is worth the trip. If you watched our Bosnia short this week and wanted more, this is the full picture. And if you want to see how the rest of the Balkans compares to Europe's most overrated destinations, our Dubrovnik versus Kotor video is linked right here. Subscribe to Broke But Traveling. We find the places worth going before everyone else does. See you in the next one.